10 minutes. I don't want to do this here.
Why not?
I want to say hi to people first.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know anybody, so.
Hello.
I'm blasting Sig. Let's see if this is working. Yeah, I wanted to start the stream, but there's but I ran into a bunch of people I know, and I don't want to put them necessarily on it because they're police officers. You know, I myself freelance for the police. That'd be a bad look. No, I don't know. I'm not quite there yet. I'm a little late, so smoking cig first. Why are my friends? They're not actually cops. It's just DSA people. Just, it's anonymous. But there's a lot of people. Oh, let me see what's going on here. I got to get this thing on. Oh, wait. Hold on. Need a little water. I'm not going to tape this because, I don't know. These people probably don't want to be taped. So, I'm going to stand over on the side. A lot of white women here today. But I'm in front of a school where it's funny actually, a little Belden tour. That alley right there, when I was 14, I lived in an apartment there for 2 months as a runaway. Chula alleyway. It sucked. All right. Okay, now it looks like they're going, so I'm just gonna follow them. I don't know what that chant was all about. Should make it clear, I dislike chants greatly. Here, I'll do this.
I will do it because I do like
Leah, what's happening, baby?
I like to have a job.
About a block away
So,
from the protest.
yeah. I definitely
Just ran into these people. Ah, Christ. At least it's like 80 degrees out. Live stream, baby. I gotta do the fucking stream twice a week.
why do you have to?
Keep the brand strong, baby.
Why didn't we get Liz over here?
Liz doesn't take part. Yeah, I've known her since I was like young.
That's more like, how's your work going?
Yeah.
Really good.
She's from here.
I've been getting
Oh, I don't know. I think she went to, I don't know. I actually have no idea where she went to high school. Actually, I do, but I don't want to say because people can hear it. It's okay. I didn't say it. Oh, here's the short cop. Short cop, yeah. He's little. I think there's gonna be a lot of people at this fucking thing. It's in front of the high school, so check out this high school. You can see right there, it's this little minaret called Mission High. Second girl I ever stooped, name was Laramie, went to this high school. And when I was a runaway living in Chula Alley, I used to meet her down here at Dolores Park after school, and we'd go to this house. She would babysit the kid, or she had dog sit. There was no kid there, so she must have been a dog sitter. She was up in the Castro Hills, and we'd get to know each other better. Anyways, all my friends made fun of me for having sex with a girl named Laramie. She also had a shaved head, so maybe they were right. No, it's Laramie, like the cigarette, no, like the like Laramie. Jesus. All right, so this appears to be the end of the protest right here. So that's a giant park over there, and this is as far as close as we can get to it, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. How is this ending over here?
It's not ending over here.
No, but like, why can't we go forward?
Shanti got in on this. Am I allowed to get in on this?
Man, I'm just, you don't want your face in this thing, believe me. It's all freaks. Oh, hello. What's up? We can't walk forward? I'm streaming, baby. Can we not walk forward? Oh, but what about the top of the park? What's up, dog? Ooh, look at this shirt. I'm live streaming. What's happening, Pam?
We out here.
What's up? Like, is there no, like, is the park full?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look over here real quick. Park's not even full. The park's not full.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Why can't we go in the park? You want to?
That's the one that was needing a tartine,
Yeah,
right?
where? This is like where they're doing speeches and stuff, right at the high school.
At the high school, but this is the side of the high school.
Are we like marching?
I don't fucking know. Apparently we're marching to the police station that's 2 blocks away.
We're just gonna take up 2 blocks.
Yeah! Which is, I guess maybe that's the point. I ran into Michael.
Michael who?
Little Mikey.
HR guy?
Yeah, Sanders.
Oh, nice.
Mike Sanders.
Yeah, Mike Sanders.
Yeah.
I don't know why I call him Michael. I ran into him the other day. It's been a while, guys. But he's probably here too. Oh, I guess people are moving now. I can't tell what's going on.
Isn't that like every protest though?
Yeah, the other day I went to one on Sunday, and it started at City Hall. And fucking, we just walked to the waterfront, around, down fucking Bryant. I was like, oh, we're going to the cop station. And then we just turned and went back downtown. Then went back to the waterfront, and then turned around and went back, and then through like fucking Union Square, and then back to City Hall. Exactly. And I was like, you know what?
Death spiral.
Basically anybody can make like an Instagram post and be like, there's a protest today.
Yeah.
If I was the cops, I would just do that every time. Like every time there was a police shooting, I would just put like make a flyer for Instagram saying that there was a protest. And if no one really seemed to care, cancel it. But if people were going to show up, go through with it. Oh, that wasn't me chanting. I don't chant.
Pretty close right now.
Let me see.
Is that for the...
That's right now?
I think so, yeah.
Damn. That's a lot of people. Yeah, I saw a lot of white women walking over here earlier. Looks actually like there's pretty high. I guess it's to make up for all the, you know.
They finally answered your question. All the white dudes.
No, white women. I know, it finally does answer the question. Where are the white women at?
Yeah, there you've been
We
asking
found
all
them.
these years.
We finally found them.
Get into all the, whatever that Sean dude was talking about.
What?
The non-service workers, the DSA.
Oh.
Never seen the inside of a shop floor.
What? I don't understand.
Remember you were going off about that Sean dude on Twitter? About
I don't know. No.
Jimmy, this is all live stream. You're about to get him.
But I don't know. I don't remember.
whatever. No, now we get a glimpse of Patrick's glorious hair.
Oh yeah, it looks great. He's got a real mane.
No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace!
It's the echo from across the valley.
So powerful.
Oh, Christ. I feel like I should have started the stream at 5 when we were walking.
Yeah, now you gotta hold that thing up this whole time. Like a dummy.
I did it the other time. You know, you could just put this shit in your pocket too. Oh, I bet I could do that right now.
I'm just gonna say shit.
Ah, Christ. I'm walking up. I don't even know why I take the mask off. There's no point. I should just put it back on. Anyways, what I'm doing is I'm walking around to try to get to the mission side as opposed to the Castro side of the protest. Because this protest is supposed to walk to fucking Mission Police Station, which is really just on Valencia Street. And yeah, so I'm just gonna cruise over there. All right, well, I'm cruising. Oh shit, a Spartacist. I should get this guy's face and give it to the FBI.
We need a working class party that fights for workers' revolution. No illusions in the Democrats. No illusions in police.
It's a Spartacist. Psycho Trotskyoid party. Loser freaks. Alright, I'm gonna cut around.
Get with the group to go live.
I am gonna get coronavirus here today. Absolutely. Ugh. I'm close to Mission Dolores. No, Mission Dolores is right down there. But the thing is, because I got here so late, there's basically no way for me to get in there to do anything. So what I'm doing is, oh shit, is this a fucking cul-de-sac? Suck me. Oh fuck. I gotta go even further around. See, today's not working out for the old B-man. I'll tell you that. Ah, Christ. Let's see if this is working. Can't tell if anyone is looking at this. Good Lord. Exited host mode. The fuck does that mean? Hold on. Dear Lord. Getting this shit off. Feeling great. So, that kind of sucked. I'm leaving now. Finally somewhere where I don't have to wear one of those fucking masks and I can blast cigs. Figured, so earlier ran into some technical difficulties and also it was kind of boring. And so I didn't walk basically to somewhere where I could get reception. But let me tell you, you can't get reception in large groups of people. Everyone's hogging up all the 5G. Anyways, now I'm walking. I'm leaving. So there was about, someone said 10,000 people. Every estimate, whenever you see an estimate, it's always wrong. Probably about 5,000 people. Probably, that's a lot of people. But it was boring because what they did is they had it in this big park, but no one was standing in the park. They made us stand on the streets on the side of the park, so it didn't make a whole lot of sense. And so I stood there on a side street because I'm not getting there early or nothing. I stood there on a side street, bored as hell. Oh, look at this. This is where this is, huh? This guy? Can't believe this guy's still running. Dear Lord. Go get a wife and spend some time with her. Stood there on a side street for about 2 fucking hours. Bored out of my fucking mind. Couldn't hear nothing, couldn't hear no speeches. The stench was overwhelming. Not of the people, although there was a sage lady, but of the open sewer, which was somewhere near us. So the whole place stunk like shit. Let me get these headphones on. There we go. Ah, Christ. Anyways, place stunk. I tried to light a cig, but everyone got mad at me because people apparently prefer the smell of raw sewage to the smell of a Marlboro Light. The greatest cigarette in the world. Anyways. Now I'm fucking cruising because, so check this out. The fucking march happened. Everyone's up all these side streets. And I'm like, why the fuck? I asked a friend of mine, I was like, the fuck do they have this here? There's like, usually you get a big ass rally with a lot of people. You have it in some kind of open square. And granted, this was at the park, but no one was staying in the park. And then she said, oh, it's because of snipers. Which, you know, yes, there have been snipers, but I think one of the hallmarks of San Francisco's response to these protests has been basically muted from police. They have San Francisco, it's not Oakland, right? There's about 40 poor people in San Francisco. It used to be 41, but now there's about 40. And so no one really goes buck wild. And so I'm like, I don't think, but what she said that it was like, it was to prevent snipers. And she's like, black people think about this kind of things. And I'm like, I don't think really anybody takes snipers into consideration that often in their daily lives. And then she pointed to some people, she's like, those are snipers. I'm like, that guy's on the roof of his house. It's just like some schlubby guy. If that guy's a cop, God help the police. They're not getting anywhere. And so, you know, I fired off a couple of rounds just to spice things up. Just kidding. No, I tried to fucking cruise around, and then I was like, well, I'll stream again, and I'll just, you know, talk about what's going on. But I tried to, no fucking reception. And then I was like, I don't even know what I would talk about. The one notable thing, there was a lot of girls there, which, respect. But this felt very different than the other two. I went to marches Saturday and Sunday, and this felt very different, a lot less aggressive and angry. And it's about, you know, 5 times bigger than the one on Sunday. And it was a lot of like, as opposed to the last one I went to, which was like a lot of kind of normal people, there was a lot of like hip young people. It was pretty much all young people, but this felt more like any sort of rally you go to, except much bigger. Like it felt kind of like the May Day, the first May Day after Trump got elected. Usually we do May Day down here. My union, the LWU, does it. People come out, you know, Danny Glover. It's like Danny Glover got inducted in my union there once. Very cool. But it had, like, the first one after Trump got elected, had this sort of carnival atmosphere. People going, you know, having fun or whatever. That's kind of what this felt like. So it marched around to the police station. I go to the police station and then stood listening to some guy play Rage Against the Machine on loudspeaker from his bike. And then I was like, yeah, I don't know. They're all marching down to fucking 850 Bryant, the main cop station. Like, we're in the Mission now. It's funny, the cop station, so I got a piss, right? The cop station we marched to, it's basically, oh, sick, love this. Great graffiti. Let me flip this bad boy. Fantastic. That's the kind of graffiti I like to see in the world. That's just a description of a disease. Or not even a description, the name of a disease. Anyways, we're in front of the Mission Station. Valencia, it's on Valencia. Mission Station. And boy, I got a piss. I've drank. One good thing about these fucking rallies, everybody's handing out free water. Granted, there is an epidemic, but still, I took the water. You just mix a little vodka in it. Perfect, disinfectant. No, I drink 2 bottles of water. So I have to pee. We go to Mission Station. I'm like, fuck, this is the only public bathroom in the Mission practically. And so I can't fucking piss anywhere. Anyways, it was fine. I don't know. I realized how much I hate rallies. It's because 2 things I don't like. I don't like chanting. Hearing a bunch of people chant. I don't like that. Yeah, there's nowhere to piss in San Francisco. That's the problem with this city. We could clear up pretty much 95% of cases of police citations of anybody if they just made it legal to piss. You get like 2 free outdoor pisses a day. You piss like 3 or 4 times, but you piss once or twice. It's a big city. It could use a little urine. But I've been I've been cited for public urination here before my dick was even out of my pants. Hey, these cops will sit. Horrible. Dang, you pissed in the. I used to shoot. When I would buy heroin, I would buy it in West Oakland, right next to the BART station, from a guy named Black. It was a black guy who sold black tar. So it was kind of. I couldn't tell what he got the nickname from. And I used to always just do it in the West Oakland BART station. Pretty much every day I shot dope in there. And it's fucking disgusting. Anyways, so the rally goes down to Valencia, and I'm through. You know, maybe they'll burn down 850 Bryant. I don't guess they will. San Francisco is like, it's the pussiest city probably in America. San Francisco is like what I used to think Seattle was, which was just like a nerd town, zero pussy, and no fun. And that's all San Francisco is. San Francisco does have an advantage over Seattle because it's good looking. Like, come on. This looks fantastic. I mean, not fantastic, but it looks good. But then now every new building looks like that. Looks like shit. Anyways, I think a little bit of urine could improve this. What's up with this? Like shitty, like new looking building, and then it's like, oh, we have the gas lamp. Suck me off. Oh, it's called Landers Grove. I don't even know. I guess this is Landers Alleyway. Yeah, Seattle had some of the coolest protests. Mark my words, except for the first 2 nights of looting, there will be no like cool protest. Actually, don't mark my words, because if I say mark my words, people will go buck wild tonight, and there will be some cool thing. Actually, that would be cool. So do mark my words. There will be no cool protests in San Francisco, because people aren't like. It's nobody. It's all rich people that live here. Oh damn! This laundromat closed. I used to go to that place. Oakland, yeah, Oakland's gonna go wild. And it's yeah. Portland looks cool. I'll tell you what. Pretty much every city except for San Francisco, it's kind of going off in. But San Francisco, it's like. I tell you, every worst kind of guy you can think of that live here, that could live anywhere, they live here. Yeah, I saw that Zoom call or whatever they had with the city council. I have a feeling, because I've been to a few of those, I have a feeling that they just mute it. Like if they're the person getting yelled at, they just mute it. I don't know. Today it felt weird. It was just very different than the other 2 protests I went to. There was some energy there, some like aggression that people had. And today it was just I don't know. It felt like a parade or something, which is like fine, I guess. But it was definitely of a different character. There's a lot more tech-looking working people who were there. All the businesses have BLM on them. I think that also is to not get fucking your windows smashed in. Jaywalking. This shit looks like shit. Come on, this fucking mural. Oh, what? What do you got? A fucking B-52 bomber? Churchill? Give me a break. Yeah, it's San Francisco is the worst. Things that San Francisco is unbeaten in. Worst murals in the world. Worst businesses in the world. Worst people in the fucking world. Worst rents in the world. San Francisco is undefeated in every category. Awful. I like this shit though. This is a good one. Well, cherries there? Look, grapes. Hold on. Jesus, there's a fucking bunch of people. I feel it's kind of cool that everyone just decided that you can't get COVID anymore. Yeah, San Francisco is pleasant to live in. Nothing like, if you can afford it, I don't know. I've always had to have to live in shitty ass places. Thing is, the problem is I'm 30 years old, never lived anywhere else really. And so, like I've never lived more than 25 miles from where I was born. And so I'm just not used to anywhere else. What the fuck is going on here? Look at this shit. Oh, it's because there's a fucking restaurant. That restaurant is really good. Respect. Yeah, every minute I'm in SF, I feel like I'm losing money. That's true. Everything here costs a bunch of fucking money. It's like more expensive than New York or anything. A sandwich is like $15. Cigs are, who fucking knows how much anymore. It's a goddamn nightmare. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like, with regards to these protests, we're gonna do an episode on it, so I'm probably gonna get my thoughts worked out more then. I won't really like, I think the comparison to the 60s is pretty bad because they like were, people like got like shot people on purpose in the 60s, like assassinated them and stuff. That's kind of like a good barometer. And I think it's much harder to assassinate people now because there's just more cameras. Plus, if you're smart like me, you wear a GoPro everywhere you go. So I don't know. We'll see. I like we were standing outside the police station. I was just like, well, what are we gonna do? You gonna go in the police station? No. So we're just outside the police station? Fine. And that's why I hate protests so much. Because usually you just go and yell at a symbol. Now, I'm not saying people shouldn't do protests, but that's kind of like what has been exciting about seeing it happen other places, because they're doing more than just like yelling at a symbol. Well, Sirhan's still alive, so I think probably what DSA should do is restart their Free Sirhan campaigns in the 1990s, which almost got him out. This is kind of cool. I always like the way that laundromat looked. Oh, this over here too. I don't know if this is harboring change. It's too early to say. I don't know. I'm for it, but I think anybody who's basically like predicting the effects, all they can do is just guess. You can't say one way or the other. Who fucking knows? It could totally, things aren't linear, you know, like there's too many variables. You can't really see the effects of something. I'll tell you what, the fucking local 6 over here, the electric workers, greatest fucking logo. But these guys are fucking assholes. It's like, feel all the fucking building trades people. Bevan Dufty for GCCC, suck my caca. There's cool guys that work there. There's a lot of Spartacists that work there, or are in the union. But, whew, I was like this church sign. It looks all fucked up. Also, the church just looks like an apartment building. That'd be a good plan. Don't fucking, oh, this guy, he's not gonna run me over, he's turning. I always like the way that looked. Yeah, I think one thing, like the thing is, that's like, this is really different than Ferguson. Obviously, the fact that there are protests happening, like, duh, that's similar. But like at Ferguson, like people had lives to go back to, and right now, if they're like, everyone's gotta go home, what the fuck are you gonna do at home? Fucking what, 40 million people unemployed? Or have become recently unemployed? Oh, thank you.
It's like flying somewhere.
That's okay, I got a bunch of those at home. I'll just pick it up so it's not the litter. Mask went flying out of my pocket. I don't wear these fucking things anyways. Yeah, no, this is definitely different. And anybody who says it's not, you know, they can not like it, but you got to admit it's different. And to me, it feels like, I've been sort of trying to get my thoughts in this straight. Because we're in a crisis, but we're not like in a crisis of COVID, or a crisis of the economy, or a crisis of, you know, protests. We're in some kind of crisis, and I don't really know what to call it. I don't know. It's like, it makes you kind of wish I was like smarter, which has never happened before because I'm the smartest man alive. But there's something going on, and I think a lot of people mistake that as like, well, it's the crisis of capitalism, a crisis of neoliberalism. But these things can go into crisis a lot, and there's no alternative. And even now, still, that's the problem. These things have limits because there is no alternative. Like, what are you going to do? Overthrow your city council? No, you're not. You can't really. You can gain sort of a temporary autonomy over certain areas, but there's no organization, which was why every, 58%, that poll of 58% support the military in the streets, I would need to see more on that to really, like, say that confidently, because that poll was, like, with 1,600 people. And it's like, I don't know. I should read where they're, like, how they got them, but it was an internet poll. I mean, still like a legit poll, not just like a Twitter one. I want to see another one of that, but, you know, I can believe it. People are fucking stupid. You know, 58% support military in the streets, that might be true. And I'm not saying, like, disorder rules or anything. I mean, it's cool. Like, here's the thing. Everything's happening on two levels. On this one level, do I think it's cool? Yes. But do I think it's, like, politically efficacious? Remains to be seen. Because it's difficult to see what change people are trying to bring about. I mean, you know, there's a question of police shootings of unarmed black men. That, I think, is sort of a bad way to look at BLM, because that may be the thing that people are sort of consciously protesting about. But if you look it up, I mean, shootings of unarmed people don't happen all that much. I think it's more, to me, like a generalized protest against racism, just with that sort of as the catalyst. We love our cigs. But it's kind of like, there's no organization there. That's the thing. And then that's like, you can have dreams of like revolution or whatever all you want, but you know, there's no organization and there isn't enough mass involvement to really obviate that. So like, the way I've kind of been trying to think of it, it's like, and again, like, I'm still working all this out. Like, I have not made up my mind really at all. And I've spent all this, like, we sort of even pushed back recording an episode just because I want to get my thoughts, or both of us want to get our thoughts more in order. Because I haven't really seen a take on this that feels right or that I agree with. I did get an electric lighter. I got one for my go bag, but it's in there. I don't want to take it out. I don't really smoke that much anymore. I usually smoke Juul, but I don't know. I'm kind of just doing this so people walk further away from me. Yeah, I think, like, I don't know if I could even say people are, like, I think a lot of this stuff is unconscious. Like, I wish I was a fucking psychologist so I could figure this shit out. Because, like, I mean, you could absolutely say that people are fed up with neoliberalism or capitalism, whatever. I prefer to just say capitalism. But like, they don't have, like, it's you know, it's that old thing everybody says. It's a force of nature in their lives. They don't have an alternative. They don't know there's an alternative. And so I think that, like, I don't know, it kind of imprisons your mind a little bit and limits kind of what consciousness you can achieve, right? Yeah, someone says there's a crisis of young people with absolutely no outlet for the political demands. I think that's correct too. Like, I think people are freaked out. I think people are angry, but I don't think people, like, even, like, Bernie's sort of this, but like, I think, like, on a deeper level, people don't think things that can really change. Because if you're like my age, basically, I'm 30, basically things have sucked dick and balls politically my entire life. I mean, really, you could be 70 and that would be true. And so, yeah, I think a lot of people don't know why they're angry. I think a lot of people just are. And so, like, you fucking, you know, you burn something down. And it's like, the way I think of it is people especially attack the police stuff because A, a lot of people just don't like cops. I don't like cops. But B, for a lot of fucking poor people, the two real interactions you have with the state are, well, after school, you fucking wait online or in line. I don't know why I'm gonna be a guy who says online now. You wait in line for fucking SNAP benefits or fucking, the state, San Francisco got free medical insurance. And then you got to deal with that fucking bureaucracy a lot. And the other sort of arm of the state that reaches out to you is the police. And so, I don't know, people interact with those two things a lot. Although, I tell you, people probably wouldn't burn down a food stamps office. But like burning down a police station to me is significant. And it's been funny to see sort of the reaction of this shit from politicians too. I'll talk about this more on the show. But you see fucking Trump blaming Antifa. And you have the fucking Democrats blaming white supremacists or like Russia. Although I feel like they dropped the Russia. Although I did see that someone was saying it was like Zimbabwe. Because they can't blame black people or middle-class whites. Because both of them, Trump wants to get enough black people voting for him to shave off some of the Biden's like lead in swing states. And both of them want middle-class white votes. So if you're Trump and you blame Antifa, well, no Antifa is voting for you anyways. And if you're fucking, whatever that guy's name is, Jacob Free or something, the Minneapolis guy, well, no white supremacists are voting for you. It's like, I think this drives people crazier too, because both of those are sort of, Antifa, of course, is more believable if you don't really know much about them. I mean, the fact is that Antifa does not have enough people or sympathizers to be doing any, great deal of damage on like a nationwide scale. And while like some white supremacists have like come and stood by these protests, I've seen basically no indication that they're involved in any way, let alone burning down buildings. And so you're seeing if you're an average person, it's like you're just seeing this deluge of just like insane and false information. And so I don't know, I think that's why Americans go so fucking crazy, is because, you're just presented with these two totally contradictory things all the time in so many different cases. Damn. That lame frozen custard place closed. Respect. I don't know. The Antifa, I've been trying to figure out and talk to lawyers about the Antifa, prescribing Antifa, putting them on the terror list. Because what I'm a little worried about is anybody who knows me knows that I'm not a big Antifa guy. I think a lot of it, I think if you do a political movement, you gotta have goals and you gotta, adjust all your tactics to meet those goals. I don't think Antifa has proven very popular. Which doesn't mean you can't beat up white supremacists or whatever, but I don't know. I've just witnessed it in action a few times here. Growing up too, but yeah, that guy does the Minneapolis guy looks like Trudeau. Anyways, yeah, so where the fuck was I going? Oh yeah, Trump making Antifa illegal. Not great. I'm a little worried solely because you've seen all these Turkish media and state accounts trying to pressure Trump online, which, he does look at Twitter a lot, so who knows. But you also see this Jack Posobiec talking on OAN about Antifa being trained by PKK. And a couple of those things, posts people made about it, they show pictures of me, which, ironically, I wasn't even part of the so-called Antifa battalion there, which, by the way, was a fucking mess, although they did kill some people. Anyway, so I'm a little nervous about that, and I saw those reports of the FBI asking protesters in New York if they knew anything about Antifa. Does not engender hope in me. And so what we could be seeing is like, you know, I think the one thing a lot of people are afraid of is that this is not only going to end, because I think a lot of people are afraid of this ending. I don't mean just the protests. I mean like COVID, all of this. You know, a lot of people are in a way afraid of this ending. And then, oh shit. It's kind of a cool, these guys got like kind of a cool area up there. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people are afraid of this ending and are afraid of like increased and like insane repression after this. I don't think it'll be as insane as people think. Like, I don't think, and you know, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't predict like massacres or anything like this. I mean, it's the problem is with the government is there's a line that they can't cross, and they haven't really crossed in a long time. And if they do cross it, it's kind of probably going to be no going back, at least for a while. And so I don't think they will. At least not in public. I mean, they'll kill people, but like Ferguson style, where they just fucking kill you and like nothing, there's nothing to do about it. I think what a lot of people are really just afraid of, and what looks likely in a lot of ways, is that after this ends, it'll go back to the same but worse, right? Like, you still got to go to work, your fucking job sucks, but now like everybody you know is out of work. Every like fucking cool restaurant or whatever you used to go to is fucking closed down for good. And and like I think Joe Biden is probably gonna be president. And so that also I think will fuck with people's heads. I don't know. Like everybody I've talked to and like non-political people, most of my friends aren't like psycho political people. Even those guys are like kind of afraid of things going back. And the problem is, they want things to go back to normal in a way. Like they want to be able to go to work and to like go out to eat and shit. I don't know how to describe it. I think they just don't want things to be the exact same. And I think they will be the exact same. I don't know. Actually, I don't like making predictions. I don't know how they're going to be. I don't know. Things are just, look at this. I was talking the other day about fucking entryways I like. I like this. I like the red shit here. It's pretty good. Accident. And it fucking closed down fucking Twitch on my phone. This is a little modern for my taste. But I like that light there. I like this too. I like little fences. I can't really do nothing. No parking in a driveway. It's a fucking driveway. I always thought these kind of houses that look cool too. Like in my mind, they look like a little German fucking place. Go and get your dick sucked if you're like a 75-year-old Bavarian. Is the Epstein doc any good? I mean, if you listen to this podcast, the only reason you really want to watch the documentary is to see like the victims talk, but you will learn zero new information. Oh yeah, it's Gay Pride Month too, right? It's a pretty good entranceway. I like the gold here. I love the fucking shit that's shaped like this. I think that's technically a bay window. Epstein doc, I don't even know if it's a psyop. I mean, they leave out a lot of shit, but like, yeah, I mean, it obviously they wouldn't put anything good in it, but like, I can't even figure out the psyop angle because it talks about the same exact stuff they talk about in like every Epstein, like, whatever, article, whatever. Am I gonna walk by Buena Vista Park? I'm not. Only reason I'm streaming right now is because I didn't do it earlier. I felt a little guilty. Oh, see, I just hate shit like that. I hate that they make people live in front doors like that. Not that my front door is anything to write home about. No pun intended, but they should make it look more beautiful because then it's like, that apartment's probably expensive. So I didn't stream earlier. Sorry, I'm fucking exhausted. I didn't stream earlier. And, people always get mad at you for speaking out. Not like they loved it before. But that one was kind of loud. Shit, fucking biker. So I figured I'd stream walking towards my house, although I'll probably kind of quit it soon, because I don't want people to know where I live. Not my neighborhood yet, but yeah, I don't know. So I figured I'd stream on the walk home. I do it later, but I got to be on that fucking that dude Derek asked me to be on his show with Drill. I should pretend someone's chasing. That kind of looks real. Sick. People looking behind them in like FaceTime calls always makes it look like they're being chased. No, fucking, I gotta be on that Truth Point show tonight. I guess they do it live. So in my head, check this out. Check how fucking dumb I am. I'll sit down for a sec. Anyone tell me what time it is? I can't look at the time when I'm doing this, which doesn't help. 7:30? Damn. All right, I gotta go pretty soon then. Sorry. But I gotta be on that show at like 8:15, I think, is the sound check. Which I don't think it starts until 9 or something. Oh yeah, there's curfew at 8, but curfew, they're not gonna really enforce it tonight. They might for the protesters, but as far as I know, I haven't talked to anybody that's been like fucked with for walking around past 8. Because unless you're downtown, there's not that many cops. People did loot every major store near my house, so there's kind of nothing left. Hold on, looking for mine. I'm gonna switch to Julie now. Oh shit, I bought some fucking Juul pods. So Juul pods are illegal in San Francisco. I bought some online. Most places won't ship, but I found a listener sent in a website in Canada that will send them to me. So they say they got here. They ship them DHL, which is very sick. I would love. So there was looting the first 2 nights here. I don't think. Again, I'm making all these predictions. Could be. That's why I don't like making predictions. Cowardly. But there was looting the first 2 nights. There wasn't a third night. I don't think it will be anymore. How much per pack? It was normal prices, except for the mango ones were $35. I think it's called podvapes.com. Ooh, I don't know. I'll figure it out, but yeah, you know what's fucked up is when I was young, I asked people to buy me cigs and beer all the time, like shoulder tap people outside liquor stores. Never happened to me because of my youthful visage. Mint at 30? Damn, fuck. I don't know how much they are really. I always buy them in bulk now because I have to go to Daly City or something to get them. Go bag must have. So I'm actually making a new go bag. I should do a fucking go bag. I'll do that. I'll do that next week. I'll make a go bag tutorial. I'm not ever going to refill Juul pots. I'm too stupid for that. But I will do a go bag stream next week because I just bought a bunch of new stuff. But things you always want in a go bag. You want a gun. That's the most important thing. Water. And I bought these fucking gross tabs that you can eat. Gun you don't have to put in the bag. You just put the gun in your nightstand or whatever and take it. What situation is my go bag intended for? Any situation. Earthquake, that's fucked up. And it's if the earthquake fucks things up, like just city services and stuff. I did train for like the city civilian rescue thing called NERT, but I didn't go to like I think the last session, so I never got. I had to swear an oath though. But my plan was for just everyone I know to do the city rescue training, and so if the city goes to shit, we can just take over a neighborhood or something. But my go bag is basically intended for earthquakes, in which case it probably won't be actually a bag to go. It'll just be a bag that's in my house that is shit I can, if everything's all fucked up, got a camping stove, a bunch of water. But I live in a city, and so and the thing is, if there's like something fucked up, there's only 3 ways out of the city. You can go down south, and that gets you to more cities. You got to go to Daly City, San Mateo, fucking San Jose before you can really get out there. Or you can kind of go around, but like really, you just go down there. There's not many places you can go that aren't urban. You go north, you got to cross the Golden Gate Bridge, and God, probably not a good idea to cross a bridge if there's a sort of crisis you need to go back for. Go to the East Bay, you got to cross the Bay Bridge, which is even longer than the Golden Gate Bridge, and I wouldn't be going on a bridge. Boat, I would. I do know a couple of people who live on boats. I would do that. I have ridden a jet ski once too. It was very sick. I rode it for about 5 minutes in Texas. Very cool. But the thing is in San Francisco is everyone here is such like, I mean, San Francisco. So if there's a disaster, I'll become like a marauder or something and terrorize people before I'm shot by police after I realize that all the police are still working. Yeah, it's like a military. You got to get the military backpack for the go bag, because then if not, you might think it's your regular bag. Yeah, you need a leather vest in the go bag. You need a cod piece. You need really like knee-high leather boots, and you need a Zardoz style strap. Chaps are pretty good too. Need a javelin, correct? You need a couple of wenches. That's why I keep 2 wenches in my well, it's not a basement, it's sort of a storage area. In case of emergency, I can leave with, I won't be wenchless, which is really, you don't want to be. If things go to shit, let me tell you this, fellas, you don't want to be wenchless, because if you don't have a wench, you're not going to get one. There is a finite number of wenches post-apocalypse. And you don't want to be the guy there's 2 kinds of guys. There's guys with a wench. Well, there's technically 3 kinds of guys, including wench. There's guys with a wench, there's guys who want a wench, and then there's guys who are a wench. That's called, it's World War Wench is my science fiction novel about what would happen if wenches were hard to find. A good wench is hard to find. I feel like people will get mad at me for using the word wench, but like, it just means a buxom beauty. My actual plan, though, if things get bad, is I'm gonna, people already did this. Go get as much Oxycontin as possible, because if I relapse in an apocalypse and I just do a little bit of dope, it's not like I can get more dope, right? Like I have a week on Oxy or whatever, but I can't get more. So it's like the relapse doesn't really count because I can't keep going with it. You know what I'm saying? What happened? Did this stop working? What happened? Did the stream stop working? I'm back. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't even move. Fuck. What time is it now? Someone tell me what time it is. PST. Oh yeah, I got a wench pass. Thank you very much, Jane. Oh shit, yeah, I could just go poppies. Why are people saying I'm back? Did it go away? It's going in and out. Okay, that's probably a sign I should call it then. Well, I gotta get home anyways, because I gotta not only, I'll blast Sig for like 2 more minutes with you guys. A reaction to a freezing lags behind by like 30 seconds. Oh, weird. Okay, so like by the time you guys are saying it's lagging, I'm already back. Fantastic. 7:37. All right, I got 3 minutes because I want to be ready to roll by 8 o'clock. So I want to take a fucking shower. My buddy would just tell me he's got a fucking letter. Doesn't have to do curfew. If you're wenchless in COVID, the thing is, people think they're wenched up in COVID because they've been texting people. But once quarantine's lifted, you're gonna find out that it's just been your boy the whole time. I would love to catfish a homie while I've been doing this. And I really should have started. I'll start tonight. I'll make like a, I'll do it tonight. I'd be great at catfishing. No homo. Well, I mean, really technically homo. Where am I going? Wrong direction, whatever. Anyways, curfew starts in 20, but I gotta be home by then anyways. Kind of sucks because I wanted to be out past. I have to do this though. They asked me to do this like a month ago, and I can't bail, right? Like they have like an actual thing they gotta do. It's not just their own bullshit. I'd love to be out past curfew. The fucked up thing, they at least make curfew the minute that it gets dark or something. This is bullshit. They lifted the curfew though. It's gonna be done. It's gonna be done tomorrow, I think. And tonight's like the last night of it, which is smart because the city council, I think, just voted it down. You know, it's like you get ahead of this and fucking. Anyways, if you go bag, just a hand grenade, you're all good. All right, guys, I gotta roll. I gotta fucking eat something before I do this. I will be on, I think the Truth Point thing is live, so I'm gonna be streaming again in about fucking 45 minutes. Anyways, good night.